Hello. We have some cozy vibes going in the office this morning. I woke up to like a cloudy and rainy day, so we're starting a little slow today. I don't have a client for about another 45 minutes, so I just kind of was getting some things done around the house. It's Wednesday, by the way, and Wednesdays are the days when I have the house to myself. So I do a lot of things on Wednesdays in between seeing clients. It's when I'm doing my laundry, I took out the trash this morning. It's usually when I'll do the dishes and any sort of general tidying, just because it feels like I have more mental space to do it and I'm not kind of interfering with Keith's work day when he's working from home. So I feel like all the vlogs have kind of started out the same, where I make my coffee and then I talk about my next pop-up or my next product that I have to photograph. And this vlog will be no different. I did think it would be fun to recap my pop-up event from this last weekend. It was on Saturday. This past weekend was a lot of things. We had my boyfriend's parents visiting, we had my cousin visiting. So we were having family time and fun time. Like, we went to a soccer game and we just all hung out here and had drinks and had food. We were doing all of that, and in the middle of it, I had a pop-up event. So I wanted to talk about it and just kind of share, I don't know, my thoughts on it. I did make a whole video talking about like my pop-up tips and what I pack and everything like that. I gave that its own video because it was pretty lengthy, so you can check that out here. I'll link it down below and I'll link it like in the little information card, so you can check it out. But it was one of my better pop-up events, and I had never vended with this organizer before. I had done an event at this venue before, but I actually had never been in this part of the space. It's at a local brewery. Usually we're in the main hall of the brewery, but this time we were in this whole back room. It was a much larger event than I had originally anticipated. There was around 60 vendors, and I did really well from a monetary perspective. I made back the cost of my table plus about an extra $150, and I think when you subtract out all the fees, I made about $120 in profit, which, you know, if you're paying yourself an hourly wage, maybe isn't exactly what I would have wanted to be making for a 6-hour event. $20 an hour, not factoring the cost of my materials or anything like that. For my pop-up events, that's one of the better ones that I've had. A lot of the times at the pop-up events I've done, I've barely broken even, or I've just started to turn a profit by the time the event is wrapping up for the day. And some things that I've kind of taken away and I'm learning in that process is that all pop-ups are different. And there are so many variables that go into making a pop-up event successful. The time of year, the weather, the economy, just to name a few larger factors, but also the event itself, the crowd, the time of day of the event, the day of the week that the event is on. All of those can be factors, and I'm not surprised to learn that the later in the year that we get, the closer to the holidays, the more popular these pop-up events become, the more people are willing to spend, as they are not only buying for themselves but buying for others. The last pop-up event that I can remember doing like really well at was in December of last year, so very similar, but it'll be interesting to notice if this trend continues throughout the rest of my pop-up events for this year. And yeah, I hope to kind of continue to report in on these pop-up events, what I learn, what patterns I'm noticing. The other interesting thing is that different products do well at different pop-up events. This time my mugs were more popular, and my specific design that was really popular from this pop-up event was my Don't Drink the Paint Water sticker and my Don't Drink the Paint Water mug. I completely sold out of the mug. I won't be restocking it, so that is done. But it was really interesting because that design typically had not sold well, and this wasn't really an event that was like geared or marketed specifically towards like artists, so that was just a little bit surprising. So I just had a lot of fun. It was really great. It was a great event. I would totally visit that event again. And then yeah, I'm also looking forward to the event this weekend. So I just wanted to kind of recap it for you guys and let you know what I thought, since that was everything I talked about in the previous vlog. So as you probably saw, the greeting cards have arrived, and there's a lot of them. I do not have time to open all of those right now and photograph them, but I will do that later this afternoon during my break, and then I can even start packaging them and setting some aside to take to my pop-up event this weekend, which is really exciting. I'm definitely gonna pull out the holiday cards. The fruit themed cards I think will be a later launch. And then the birthday cards I'm also gonna save, I think, for my anniversary launch. I don't know. Ugh, I'm torn because I'm like I have them here, let's just list them on the shop. But then part of me is like, save your launches so that you have things to launch throughout the year. I don't know. I'm torn. I'll think about it. But I did set an official launch date for the holidays, my holiday shop launch. It will be on November 11th. Friday at 12 p.m. I put a poll and people definitely said they preferred Saturdays to Fridays, but just by a small margin. And I actually have a wedding that I have to go to that Saturday, so I didn't want to be like MIA on launch day in case anything was funny or wonky. I wanted to be able to be by my computer to fix anything that I needed to. So launch will be Friday, November 11th at 12 Pacific time. There's gonna be so many fun and exciting things. I'm getting pumped for the holiday launch now. So it's a little after 2. I'm on my break for the afternoon. I powered through the product photos. I didn't even record any of that because it was so fast. It was so efficient compared to last week, which was great. But now my printer is giving me a hard time. It's been doing this thing for a while where it will like lose connection mid-print, and it doesn't matter if it's connected through the Wi-Fi or through the USB. It will do this thing where all of a sudden it just won't be connected, and it will pause, and sometimes it will give up entirely, and this will happen where it just spits it out even though it was like so close to the end. So it's causing me to waste like a lot of sticker paper, and I don't really know what the issue is. Like sometimes if I just like tap the printer and pay attention to it enough, it seems to chug along and keep printing no problem, but it's been happening more and more, and I do feel like I'm inevitably gonna have to get a new printer soon. I'm a little over this printer, if I'm being honest. It's huge. It's way more printer than I really need at this point. And I've just been having a lot of problems with it in the last year, and I'm trying to power through and print all these stickers on my break so that after work I can cut them. And I'm just sort of realizing that in my process, this printer is holding me back. It's weighing me down. So I am going to be in the market for a new printer soon. I've thought a lot about which one I might get. I'm kind of between two, the Epson Artisan, or the Epson Eco Tank. This is the Epson Artisan right here. The Epson Eco Tank and the Canon Pixma Pro. The Canon Pixma Pro is a little bit more printer than I might need, but the Epson Eco Tank is appealing to me in a lot of ways, and if I get the Eco Tank, I'm tempted to get two so I can have a designated sublimation printer and a regular inkjet printer, which would open up a world of possibilities for me with other product design. You might be on your way out, friend. Don't try me. Anyway, just wanted to check in for the day. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm glad that the product photos got done so quickly. I can put in some shots of like what the finished photos look like, but I guess I'll check back in with you guys later when hopefully I have printed all the stickers. Okay, so it's doing it now, and I swear sometimes it's like comical. It's like however I move will cause it to stop, and then I'll just like tap it and like then it might start working again. I don't know, guys. It's like literally so weird how like random it is. It definitely feels like it's a sensor issue, and this printer is fairly old. It's going on 5 years now. So maybe it's just the way that it is now. Yeah, it's frustrating. I'm very over it, and this is not an efficient way to spend my break, but I just had to like document it because it's so weird. Like, yeah, it's usually by now. Oh, I was gonna say usually by now it gives up. I don't I don't know. Do you see what I mean? It's like every time I look at the printer it stops, and then I like can't believe it. Like I had to turn on the camera to like do a sanity check, you know? Okay, it's like 7:30. I wrapped up work for today, not where I wanted to, but where I needed to. I have 5 notes left to do tomorrow in addition to the 4 clients that I see tomorrow. Today was just like busier than I expected. I knew it would be busier. I have 7 clients that I saw today. But then just with like my break not being as productive as I wanted, and I think I was also preemptively stressing out about like the next few weeks and how little time it feels like I have between now and when we leave for 2 weeks and start our marathon of 3 back-to-back weddings and 3 back-to-back weekends, and sprinkled in there having my product launch. So I'm really starting to feel that pressure of like everything needing to be done in the next week, pretty much like week to week and a half, with my website, with the holiday launch, with my pop-up stuff, and with like packing and prepping for being gone, and my 9-to-5 work stuff. So it's a lot. And I'm like just catching my breath right now before I dive back into making these stickers. I'm actually really glad that I'm gonna have like a month off from pop-up events. I don't have any other pop-up events until like mid to late November, depending on if one gets canceled or moved around. So that is actually gonna be really nice. Like I don't have to worry about restocking stickers. I can just focus on having stuff stocked for the shop and the holiday launch. So that feels really good. Like that's kind of keeping me afloat right now. Like, okay, this is the last time I'm gonna have to make stickers for at least a month. But yeah, it like all kind of caught up to me today, where I was realizing the to-do list I have and the amount of time that I have does not always align. So that was frustrating, but I'm gonna have dinner. I'm gonna get the stickers done. I'm hopefully not gonna throw my printer in the garbage, but jury is still out on that last one.
Traffic accident. Beaver County man is being held for murder and more labor.
Hello, it's Thursday. It's the afternoon. I didn't really check in this morning. I had a doctor's appointment, but I just wrapped up my lunch and doing lots of adult things today. Rolling over my retirement account, dealing with insurance claims from my doctor's visits. 28 looks like a lot of confronting my phone anxiety. But that's all good. That's all taken care of. And I actually feel much better than I did yesterday in terms of like tackling all the things I need to get done. What I'm gonna work on now is kind of one of two things. I don't really know which one I'm least excited to do. One, I need to package greeting cards, put them in the cello bags, slap a little sticker on them, and then set aside some for the online shop and some for pop-up events, which is something I can touch on just briefly. Because I do pop-up events and sell online, and my website and my point of sale reader do not communicate in terms of inventory, I basically just have two separate inventories at all times. And maybe I can talk more in depth about that. When I do pop-up events, I actually don't stress too much about like the individual listings. I just sort of have like one listing for stickers, one listing for mugs, one listing for totes, and so on. But on my website, obviously it's broken down into like the individual items. It just makes it easier for me at pop-up events to like not be scrolling to find the individual sticker. It's made my life so much easier. But basically every time I restock my stickers for a pop-up, I try and have at least 5 of each design. And that kind of rolls over into like the greeting cards and the notepads and everything too. When I run out, I run out, and if I have more stock available for my online shop, I'll borrow stock from my online shop for my next pop-up event. But that just is kind of how I've made it work. Again, you know, always open for ways to improve, but that's sort of how it's going now. So I need to stock the greeting cards, put them in cello bags, which is just like a mundane task. Or the other mundane task that I want to do is add my Instagram content to my YouTube channel, to repurpose some of the Reels videos as YouTube shorts. But I'm feeling very accomplished this week so far. I did not feel accomplished yesterday. Yesterday I felt overwhelmed. Honestly, I think I was just a little hungry and tired. But today's going good so far. And that's your reminder. If you're feeling a little stressed and overwhelmed, maybe eat something and take a nap. That's not to say that things aren't stressful, but that maybe they aren't as stressful as you think they are. That was my lesson yesterday. So yeah, let's get to packaging some greeting cards. Decided that's what we're working on right now, not the shorts thing. That does not excite me. I ran out of sticky tabs. I had to reevaluate how many of my stickers were going to be restocked. So I need to place an order for more of those and more envelopes. I had enough to restock or to stock the holiday greeting cards for the shop and for pop-up events, but for future greeting card launches, I'm going to be running low. I have greeting cards that I'm planning to release at the start of the new year, and then for Valentine's, and then for spring. So I'm just kind of trying to think ahead, as clearly sometimes I fail to do. And I'm just gonna place an order for both of those things, or at least like add them to carts so that I'm like remembering to buy them next time I place an order. But yeah, these are the stickers that are getting restocked, and the greeting cards that are getting restocked, and the freebie stickers that I give out with my orders. So feeling very good about that. We're probably gonna end the vlog here for today, and then I'll probably check in just a little bit tomorrow. Hopefully I can finally get around to some of the YouTube stuff and the social media stuff. It's my least favorite flavor of task, you know? So wish me luck. Hi, it's 4 p.m. now on Friday. I got my new glasses today. I picked them up. I did a lot today, actually. Went to physical therapy classes, went to regular therapy, had a call with a friend of ours that's helping with like my website and like marketing, Google ad stuff. And then I caught up with my sister, and now I'm sitting down to work on my website. I am going to work on my website, work on social media stuff, work on like uploading inventory to the site, because they're so like, they're just things that I'm so averse to doing. I don't want to do them, but I need to do them, and I will feel really good after I do. I'm gonna give myself the next hour to 2 hours to like deeply focus on that. I haven't even finished my coffee today. It's been like one of those days. Good day, busy day, but also still avoiding the task that I don't want to do. What is your task that you like, no matter how badly you need to do it, how pumped up you get yourself to do it, still you're like, I'd rather not. I have a lot of those, but lately website maintenance and social media maintenance has been that task for me. Like, I would rather scrub the toilet. I would rather wash every single piece of clothing in my entire wardrobe and fold it immediately out of the dryer. I would rather wash all of the dishes after they've been sitting in the sink for a week than do this task. That's how it is for me. What is that task for you? I'm curious. Comment down below. All right. As you can see, I am just further procrastinating. I'm gonna check in with you guys maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Did it. It's 3 p.m. on Saturday. I officially updated all of the new products on the site. Wow. That is so much harder. Like, I don't know why I put it off for so long. It wasn't hard, it was just like time consuming, and I'm still wanting to do some social media stuff today, but I got the products up, which is a big thing. We ran a lot of our other errands today, checked a lot of things off the list, which feels super good. We started doing our midterm election ballots. In California, we get mail-in ballots, and we try our best to be very informed voters. So we did that this morning. We bought our Comic-Con tickets for San Diego Comic-Con 2023. That was a fiasco. If you know, you know. So yeah, we're going to Comic-Con next year. We have our ballots almost filled out. I have my website ready for the holiday launch. There's just a few other graphics and things that I need to kind of put together, and then I need to start figuring out my marketing, like the email list and stuff like that. So those are all graphics that I can make kind of throughout the next week or so and get those put together, but I just want to make sure my inventory is up to date. Yeah, wow, good. That feels really good actually to have that done. I feel like this vlog has been a little less showy and more telly, so sorry about that. It's more just a space for me to put my thoughts out into the universe and then hear them back and make sense of all the things in my brain. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say right now. Oh, by the way, this for my posture. This is to make sure I'm not like this when sitting at my desk. I think it works. I don't know. I'll keep you posted. Don't mind this like red splotch on my face. We just got home from the pop-up event and I had a pimple that was like, I could feel it all day. And I resisted the urge to pop it all day. The second we got in the car to drive home, I was like, ugh, and I went a little nuts on it. So it's just a little red, but it's fine. Oh, let me turn this up a little bit so you can see my full head. We just got home from the pop-up event. It was kind of slow. I did not make the booth feedback. It happens, but I like this event. I like it because it's small. I know basically all the vendors that were at this event, and it was cool to like just catch up with them and like, I don't know, it felt laid back. And I think for this year, I've kind of met my emotional quota with events. I did a lot of events over the summer and I'm kind of regretting that because they weren't very profitable, and now I'm like burnt out going into the holiday season. But I'm very glad to have like a month off from doing pop-up events, where I don't really have one until end of November. I had one lined up for mid-November and it got canceled, so I'm kind of like glad and like grateful, I guess, that I don't have to worry about like restocking my stickers or like any of that for pop-up events until like after my holiday launch and after we get back from our trip. So yeah, but I kind of want to wrap up the vlog here. I'm gonna just do some video editing the rest of the night to get a video up for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. We have a full work week, and then next weekend is just like crunch time getting ready for vacation. So I may not have a vlog up for like one of those weeks. Obviously this vlog will be edited and go up, but yeah, I may kind of miss an upload here or there while we are going through our wedding marathon. So yeah, I probably have inserted some clips from like the pop-up event and like what we did. Yesterday was really fun. We carved pumpkins, we made soup. It was a wonderful day. We watched it over the garden wall. So yeah, I'm just kind of ready for a little bit of slow before the next wave of chaos. Good chaos, chaos nonetheless. So wrapping up this vlog here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what kind of stuff you guys want to see on the vlogs. That might be helpful for me because I feel like I went in with this one like a little bit blurry. I didn't really know what to show. So that would be helpful for me if you guys told me what type of stuff you want to see in future vlogs. That would be great. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't look at my pimple. I know you're looking at it and I would rather you not. Bye.